Morning, friends, and welcome once again to our Media Forum Wednesdays, Habi at Kape, here at Abriza Mall. And we're very happy to have again our media friends with us, and our ladies, our panelists are all ladies this morning, which is, of course, a very good tribute for the month of March, for Women's Month. And yes, Iris, I think we have a lot of things to talk about today.
Yes, our guests have their various activities and their events and their celebration along with March, because March is indeed a celebration month with the Araw ng Davao, Women's Month. And then last week we celebrated the Bulawan Festival in Davao de Oro. And then there's this upcoming Kaamulan Festival, which we're supposed to feature, but I think we'll be featuring them in the next episodes from Bukidnon. And then what else? And then we have the MTE, Mindanao Trade
Yes.
Expo.
I made a quick spin before we started our forum, and it's very exciting to see the various displays being prepared downstairs. All the products of Davao City, Davao del Norte, Davao Oriental, Samal Island.
Were you able to purchase some stuff?
Yes, of course, and just a few because of the limited time I had. But I bought some very interesting coasters for gifts, and I saw the different kinds of borloloy and the chocolate, the tablea. All the products are very, very inviting. So the opening is at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
11 to March 11, which will run from March 11 to March 14.
Yes.
Here
so-
at Abriza Mall Activity Center. So go check it out if you want to see those products.
Yes, and I think we're about to start our forum because we have more exciting and interesting news to talk about and information from our panelists. So we would like to start off with a brief opening statement of our guests. We'd like to start with Ms. Margie Sobretodo, and she's the division chief of the Four-Piece and Events Committee head. Please give us your brief opening statement.
Once again, maayong buntag sa tanan, and representing the Department of Social Welfare and Development, we are here to purposely promote the 75th year anniversary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, anchored on the theme Henerasyon Ngayon para sa Henerasyon ng Kinabukasan. This will showcase the celebration and activities that will promote the protection to the vulnerable sectors and will also recognize the milestones and breakthroughs of the department for its more than 7 decades of service to the public.
Thank you very much, and we'll have more of that for our forum. Yes, from the SWD 11, and we'd like to hear a brief statement from Ms. Michelle Franca.
Okay, so later we will explain further the celebration, the different activities that we have prepared. Of course, this will specifically target the promotion of the different advocacies of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, particularly here in the Davao region. So we will share later more details.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. We'd like to listen to the opening statement of Ms. Cristina Alconcel, the Senior Business Development Manager of To Go Forwarding.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Araw ng Davao, but for the month, and happy Women's Month as well for all the women, wonderful women of Davao. I'm here to share with you what's happening with To Go, and of course, what we can do not just for the business community, but of course for our passengers as well, and to boost our tourism for Davao. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And before we go on, we'd like to give the microphone to Iris to introduce to you who will be asking the questions this morning.
Our media friends present here today, we have Nova May Francas from Mindanao Times, Ms. Marcel Dasala, April Glory Lorca, Mariel Diaz from Radyo Pilipinas, Chelsea Jean Valientos, and Roselyn Diaz and Gio Tanotano from Mindanao Times, and Sir Dennis Lasso from DXUM. Our facilitator is Ms. Marilyn Roque, and we also have with us from Minda, the public relations team, and then we would like to thank our partners, the Ayaya Mall Sabrisa and Habi at Cape. Thank you.
Okay, so we move on to our questions this morning. We'd like to call on Ms. Marcel Dasalia of Radio Pilipinas.
Good morning. First, at DSWD with Ma'am Margie, no? Ano ang i-expect nato for this celebration? No, naabot tayo mga bagong programa nga ipatuman aside from those existing programs of DSWD.
So particularly for this celebration, no, the department has actually launched several programs already. Like in 2 years, we have the Pag-abot program, Walang Gutom, and yung Tarabasa. Although there are programs that are not applicable yet in Davao region, but there are programs that through our social technology has been starting already. But on the celebration, we have several activities. And primarily, this will start on March 17 to 20 for our sports festival. And there will be another for the following week. We'll have the opening preliminaries that will capture the celebratory festivities, no, with our regional office. We will also have our awarding ceremony that will showcase the stakeholders' contribution and the recognizing as well the contributions and hard work of our field personnel. And as well as we'll also recognize the contributions, no, of our stakeholders, as I've mentioned. And then there will also be a platform to be given to our fellow staff in the region so that they can also promote their advocacies and how can we strengthen, no, these advocacies, and not just as implementers but also as part of the DSWD, making it more parang mas maintindihan, no, ng ating public kung ano yung mga pinaglalaban din ng DSWD in terms of the programs and services.
Okay. Kay Miss Michelle, about the theme of your celebration, no? Paano ba sinasalamin ng tema, no, ang henerasyon ngayon para sa henerasyon ng kinabukasan, no, sa mission ng DSWD 11 as to the services and programs na gina-implement ninyo?
Okay, so yung theme po natin, henerasyon ngayon para sa henerasyon ng kinabukasan, actually highlights, no, the commitment, no, to ensure a sustainable and future-ready na mga programs and services ng DSWD. Way back 1951 po yung counting natin ng foundation po ng Department of Social Welfare and Development. The 75 years po, different legacies po ang naiwan ng iba't ibang henerasyon. And this time, it's our turn, no? It's our turn to leave the new generation, the next gen, ng mga programa at serbisyo na tatatak and of course will change lives, no? It's a big word, pero syempre ang trabaho naman natin is to protect, to serve the poor, vulnerable and the disadvantaged, no? Lalo na mga marginalized sectors, no? So yung mga programa at serbisyo natin ay nakatuon to alleviate lives, no? And to protect them with their basic human rights. So basically, ano yung magiging pamana ng generation na to sa next generation, sa mga anak natin at kaapu-apuhan. So we will highlight that sa lahat ng activities natin for the celebration.
Thank you. To Ma'am Christina, I know about the To Go Business Forum series ninyo, no?
Yes.
It's Advancing Mindanao's Inclusive Growth. So, with that, Ma'am, I'd like to ask, with your the Mindanao's inclusive growth, how can To Go help small and medium enterprise na makaabot sa national and international market?
Thank you for that question, ma'am. Of course, with the help of To Go, no, that we have launched actually last year, routes connecting Davao to any parts of the Visayas, Mindanao, and of course, going back to Luzon, we're helping the SMEs with a minimal rate in terms of passenger and then cargo. I've mentioned earlier that per ticket, you're allowed to have free 55 kilos of cargo. So that's able to help the SMEs network also their items, no, from not just from Mindanao to Visayas as well, and of course to Luzon, where the SMEs market is very huge. So we've been doing several collaboration with other agencies, especially DTI, just to promote and help the SMEs via To Go.
Okay, so last question na lang, no? With the growing demand of inter-island travel, so how does To Go plan to sustain, no, its growth while ensuring safe and efficient transport services?
Of course, will be sustained if everybody is aware and actually using the routes, so that we will know that, you know, we're helping, we're able to support not just any person, no, for that matter. Yun po. So help us promote the routes of To Go so that we'll be able to sustain the business in these areas.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Marcel. And we'll call on our our gentleman, Dennis Lasso of the XUM.
Good morning, guests. I'll go to DSWD, to Ma'am Margie. Ma'am, for the 4Ps, wala bang development kung yung tungkol sa mga beneficiaries? Kasi nung una, I think there was one time a well-known politician who suggested and recommended that the 4Ps dapat i-abolish na daw kasi medyo ano to. May developments ba or ano ba? Or you're just depending on the politicians or willing also to abolish that 4Ps?
Sir, thank you, sir, for the question, but sorry to disappoint also, but the program is already a law, no? It's
Okay.
already institutionalized through the Republic Act 11310, which was signed into a law in 2019, recommending it to be abolished, but instead it was expanded in this year, no? So we will be expecting additional beneficiaries in Davao region, around 8,000 to 10,000 beneficiaries. And we are considering the data coming from the community-based monitoring system of the PSA. So that will be the reference po ng ating data. So the list doesn't come from any politician, and they do not have contribution on or influence in the selection of the beneficiaries, but these are coming from the PSA po.
So naging controversial kasi yung tinatawag na kahit hindi pwede, naging pwede. So siguro may amendment siguro na ginawa sa Republic Act, o instead of amending, it is already expanded yung Republic Act sa 4Ps.
Yes, actually, sir, the recent development is still at the House of the Representative.
Okay.
No, there will be an expansion on the number of years that they will be beneficiaries of the program from the 7-year. So we are looking at making them more improved in terms of their level of well-being. Dapat ang mga beneficiaries mo graduate sila sa program na dapat naanagyud sila tarong, no, nga panginabuhian. So as they entered in the program, because initially it's only 7 years, but although they can exit naman in the program before 7 years, no, when they don't have 0 to 18 years old in school or children in school, kung wala na sila yung mga bata nga nag-eskwela, pwede na gid silang muhawa or mag-graduate sa program. But what we are focusing on is how can we build their well-being, improve their livelihood, their source of income, and eventually be more independent from the government support.
I hope I will not be out of topic as far as the tension na nagaganap ngayon doon sa Middle East. Hindi ba mapektuhan ang ating programa sa DSWD, particularly with that program?
So far, sir, wala namang
Wala
mga
naman.
disruptions.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you. Praise God. To Ma'am Cristina Alconcel, that was only a joke, Ma'am, when you heard, nag-ingon ko nga magkasakay, nagyukog barko, pero so far, wala
It's
naman
okay,
yung
sir.
kasakay barko. Kumusta ang dagan sa operation sa atong barko? With this development, medyo wala ba'y plano nga ops? Kuan sa kay ang fuel medyo kuan.
Yeah.
Still?
So far, still
Aha.
ongoing, business as usual, sir. So we encourage everyone to make use of the routes so that it's a business. So we want to stay, of course, and help the business community and the tourism to still continue using our services.
Ma'am, in the coming years, kung matatapos na itong mga bridges natin dito sa Mindanao, no, particularly sa Davao region, will it affect sa kita naman, sa company, ano ba, yung economic natin? What do you think? Talaga makatulong?
Makatulong, I think po, because the company is still looking into additional routes that we can, no? On the drawing board pa naman po yun. It's still on a planning age. So meaning, it's very helpful.
Aha. Lastly, kailan ba dumadaong yung barko natin sa Davao?
Sasa, every Monday and Tuesday po. Monday, it leaves lunchtime going to Cebu.
Okay.
Dadating po siya sa Cebu ng Tuesday ng gabi. So, mabilis lang siya. Yung Tuesday po, it leaves afternoon about 5 o'clock.
From Cebu?
No, from Davao.
From
It
Davao?
goes to Jensan. And then
Okay.
from Jensan, it goes to Iloilo. And then Manila. Ikot lang po siya. So, every week po siya nasa Davao, Monday and Tuesday.
Ilang barko ba do we have now?
We have 2 po.
2 po. So, kuan lang sila. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
Different
very
routes
much.
po. Okay.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Sir Dennis.
This time we call on Gio Tanud-Tanud of Mindanao Time.
Morning. Question to Ma'am Christina. Ma'am, can you tell us more about yung business forum series ni To Go on advancing Mindanao's inclusive growth po?
This forum is mainly for the business community because we wanted to highlight that there's 2 routes available. No? So, meaning it can be able to move our agri items like mga pomelo nato ba if they want to move more items of agri to Visayas specifically. So there's available routes that they can make use of so that their business will grow also, and then mas more ang exchange of business from Mindanao, specifically Davao, to the Visayas area.
What are those 2 routes, ma'am? Are they new po?
We've started last year. The other route, we started 2024 pa. So that's Davao, Cebu, Manila, and then the other route is Davao, Jensan, Iloilo, Manila. So those are the 2 routes po.
It's mainly on the agriculture aspect naman, ma'am, ang forum
Not
po.
really po. It's any business. We wanted to connect yung Mindanao, specifically Davao, to the Visayas area. So the forum is intended for the business sector.
Okay. Ma'am, because of the conflict in Middle East, ma'am, and yung price hike ng oil, does it malaki ba yung impact niya sa business ni To Go po?
I think generally not just to go for any logistics or transport business. I'm sure may mga effect naman po, but as of the moment, we don't know yet kung ano po yung pinaka-impact talaga. But generally, I'm sure lahat po tayo affected.
Okay.
Opo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very much, Gio, for that very brief questioning. We'd like to call on Gretchen, RMN Davao.
Yes po. Hello po, good morning to DSWD, either Miss Margie or Miss Michelle. Curious lang po about regarding sa pagprinda sa cash card sa 4-piece. Something nga, ado na ba tayo ordinansa diri sa Davao City or ato lang ning klarohon ma'am if ever kaya aprobado naman god sa Lupon, Davao Oriental ang maong ordinansa?
I will answer po. Particularly in Davao City, we don't have yet the city ordinance for the pawning of cash cards. But this is also supported naman with our current na grievance management. So the DSWD through 4Ps na siya existing na grievance management protocols. So if our beneficiaries are found to be pawning their cash cards, no, ang pinaka-initial na ginabuhat nato dira is we issue them with a verbal warning. We don't do anything with the beneficiaries' cash grants yet. No, we just warn them, provide them with the letter, no, na ay notice na ginahatag nato sa beneficiaries as a warning to the act na committed. Second offense probably is they will be their grants will be on hold for at least 2 months if they will commit the same violation again. So after third po na violation, kung hindi pa din sila kung during the time of the visit wala pa din ang cash grant or cash card nila, they will be recommended for delisting in the program. And the delisting process cannot be rectified. No, dili na sila pwedeng mubalik sa program even if they will promise the DSWD na dili na nila usbo. No, there will be a case management process that will be undertaken. And we also have to ensure that the children are protected, no, in the process kasi dili manggod ang grantee lang ang atong ginadilist sa program kundi pati ang mga bata who is actually benefiting from the program.
Regarding ma'am, no, ano na ba tayong mga recorded cases here in Davao City nga? Ano na record jud pod ninyo, ma'am?
Yes, we have a record of the committed or listed na mga misbehavior cases. No, we categorize that under misbehavior cases, and not just in Davao City but in the entire Davao region, which is somehow no ginatry na mo og saon na to pag-address no nga kani nga problema. And one of the reasons that's why we are also promoting the digital payment. So the DSWD is going digital in terms of the cash grants releasing. So we are in partnership with GCash so that the grants will be coursed through their GCash account instead of using the cash card.
Okay, thank you so much po. Last po is to Ma'am Michelle, if ever pwede po ba mag-ask regarding to the accomplishment report of the SLP this year po.
Okay, for the Sustainable Livelihood Program po, no, the SOP, of course, will continue and expand also. They will add a number of beneficiaries as to the budget no, available for the program. So, later, we will share the data once available po siya from the direct program. The program implementers themselves will share the data. And, of course, we are also inviting you, no, we will also conduct press conference for our anniversary on March 18. No? So we will feature the different programs and services of the SWD. So doon po, further pa na ma-explain natin ano yung mga innovations ng ating SOPs and of course, SOP and other programs ng DSWD. Dito particular sa Davao Region.
Okay, that's the end po. Thank you so much po, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And next question we will have, we'll call on Nova. Mindanao Times.
Good morning po. To Ma'am Margie po, follow-up lang. Question on the 4Ps, yung sa pawning ng mga cash cards. Ano po ba ang mga nag-prompt aning mga beneficiaries to isang laang mga cash cards nila?
Okay, based on our data gathering, most of the beneficiaries are drawn to pagpaprenda sa ilahang cash grants due to emergency cases, no, na ay mga anak na hospital, na ay mga family members, no, nga kinahanglan gyud og immediate nga assistance. So that's why they are drawn to kanang pagpaprenda, and others are seemingly just encourage, no, na encourage sa ilahang mga silingan nga mo try nga muutang. Actually, these are very real scenario na parang maingganyo sila kay na ay porsyento nga gamay, no, or pero eventually pag ang nahitabo is eventually ma-hold sila dito sa katunga utang ba, no, mas mudako siya kay tungod bag-o pod ni nga proseso sa ilaha na naaday interest nga every month nagapatong dito sa ilahang mga utang. So, the lack of awareness sa atong mga beneficiaries ang nag-cause gyud nga medyo na-draw sila ana, no? Because they thought na once they get the money, they will get the full amount and there will be no more interest. Pero isa na sa mga kanang dili maayo nga information nga nahatag sa ila. So, basically that's it.
Do you think there is a gap po in terms of kung na-meet ba ning mga needs ani mga beneficiaries through the 4Ps and in terms of mga financial, because that's the problem, di ba? So, sa ato ang assessment po, ma'am, murag kulang ba ang murag funds for them, for the beneficiaries?
Okay. Basically, for the 4Ps, ang gina-provide ni DSWD is only for the cash grants assistance only, no? That's addressing the social assistance area of the program. But on the aspect of social development, which mauni ang gina-promote nato with our stakeholders. That's why we are relentlessly coordinating, collaborating, and engaging with several stakeholders from the local government units, national government agencies, and even the civil society organizations, private companies, faith-based, no? Halos tanan ng mga agencies gina-engage gud namo because DSWD doesn't have the resources, the sufficient resources to provide these interventions for the beneficiaries. When we talk about gaps, in terms of the social economic sufficiency, livelihood, income, wala gyud. Kumbaga, we don't have that intervention. Only the the sustainable livelihood program, yes, we have an existing internal program, but this doesn't just cover the pantawid. It covers the general public or those vulnerable and marginalized sectors that even dili sila 4Ps, gina-cover pod ni Sustainable Livelihood Program. So we connect with DOLE, we connect with TESDA, DTI, and other agencies nga naa sila'y livelihood programs, no? But when we talk about gaps, there's so much good na kailangan namong i-provide for our beneficiaries, and thus DSWD cannot be able to do it on its own. So we need the support of the multi-stakeholder po para mas matagaan nato ni siya o kalampusan. And we also make sure that in our attempt to ensure that the beneficiaries are improved in terms of their level of well-being, no, we are using the Social Welfare and Development Indicator tool that will assess kung asa na bagid sila in their level of well-being. So mas matagaan na to og direct nga picture kung unsa man gyud ang mga panginahanglanon sa atong mga beneficiaries through that tool. And the result of this tool is being distributed, shared to our stakeholders for their information and also their intervention.
Thank you, ma'am. You mentioned earlier, ma'am, na expanded na ning 4Ps. So, unsa mga specific nga ginadawat sa mga beneficiaries, ma'am, monthly?
Okay, so for existing, actually, we provide education assistance, health, and through the family development session. And we also capture recently the F1KD, or the first 1,000 days. So for the education, we provide 300 pesos for our daycare children, 500 pesos for the junior elementary and junior high school, and 700 pesos for the senior high school. While for the health and family development session, we provide 750 pesos. And the F1KD, para sa mga buntis, mga 0 to 2 years old nga mga bata, this will be expanded from 350 pesos to 750 pesos. Pero dili pa ni siya in effect karon, no? So this is being initially informed us, no, in terms of the expansion, but probably within this year or next year po, once the budget will be approved. And for the rice subsidy, that's 600 pesos.
Yes po. Last question na lang for DSWD. Sa delisting po, ma'am, nanajud tayo na delist po because of the katong pagprenda?
Yes po, daghan na gyud kaayo. Although I don't have the record now with me, but we have thousands of beneficiaries who has been delisted in the program due to misbehavior cases. And not just misbehavior because they were pawning their cash grants, but through fraud cases. So naay mga beneficiaries nga nagpaila sila no nga sila to nga beneficiary but in the actual dili di ay sila. No, so we were able to detect because our staff, no, our staff from the DSWD is assigned at the barangay level. So we conduct na lang yung mga butang na dili na mo kontrolado, no, kay mas yung saon nimo pag-detect ba, they have their ways of hiding themselves and protect also their interest. Pero dili man ta gusto mag-isip og dautan para sa atuang mga beneficiaries but naagoy mga pipila ra pod, no, nga naapoy lahi nga mga interest, no, para dili gusto po nilang tabangan ang ilang kaugalingon pero dili sa maayong pamuhat. So isa na sa mga gusto gyud namong i-address at our level.
Thank you, ma'am. To Miss Christina, ma'am, you mentioned kaganina tong nag-launch naman ang ato ang shipside services, no, in Jensen and Davao. How is the demand po? Like kanang daily, in an average, pila ba ang, not daily, during trips? How is the demand po, ma'am?
Now it's getting higher. We started with low volume, but because nga with the help of other association, specifically the Chamber of Commerce and the DTI, so we're able to increase the volumes, particularly for Davao and Jensen, no? So, but still we want more to avail of this cargo allotments for Davaoenos and of course from Jensen people. So we are doing a lot of business forums to announce the existing routes.
In terms of kanang reliability ng shipment, ma'am, unsay parang assurance na the goods will arrive on time, especially katong mga perishable good?
Please note that the to-go vessel carries passengers. So in terms of reliability for the cargos, we always look into the passengers first. So we really have to leave on time or at least before the time, no? And then we have to make sure that it arrives on time as well. Because number one is the passenger.
Okay. Last question na lang po. Katong mga additional routes, ma'am, asa ni siya? If pwede na ba unveil?
We have started our Manila-Siargao last November. So we have launched that. It actually docks in the island mismo, in Dapa. So this is very good news for people in Siargao as well because dili na mag-agi pa sa Surigao. So we really, the vessel docks in Siargao na. So that's very accessible for all the tourists and of course the cargos as well. Mas ano siya. So in terms of expenses ba, ang cost nila dili na magdoble pa kay diretso na siya sa Dapa. Diretso siya sa Dapa.
Thank you po.
Thank you. And we have another question from April.
Good morning, ma'am. This question is for Miss Christina. Okay, so I heard po, ma'am, no, about To-Go can offer assistance sa mga OJT students since nagadawat man mo mga OJT students po. So what are the opportunities or services that To-Go can offer to them?
Actually, the assistance is towards the school, directly with the school. So that's what we're doing. We do engage with different schools that carries hospitality and tourism courses. So it starts doing partnership with the schools directly.
Okay. So what are the other qualifications po, ma'am, para makasali po sa assistance?
It's actually, as mentioned, it's a partnership with the school. So all the requirements are being discussed with the school and of course with To-Go.
Okay, thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And now with second round, Marcel.
Pahabol lang sa DSWD. Recently, manggod na ina-approve ng ordinance sa Municipality of Lupon sa Davao Oriental wherein ang ordinance about pawning the cash card. So they have also ganing mga penalties, no, nga gina-impose. So ano ang position ng DSW dito, dako ba ni siyang tabang para sa atong kampanya regarding this pawning of cash cards?
Thank you, Mama Sel. Actually, gina-encourage gud namo ang mga local government units nga magpasa og ordinance. So, ang agreement on the penalty is depende na gyud na unsay maagrihan sa council. So, in the DSWD na side, we respect, no? Basta dili lang gyud balanse ba? No, maalanganin ang beneficiary but gina-inspire gyud namo ang mga local government units that dili lang siya mag-focus dito sa mga beneficiaries who committed the offense, but also to those nga nagapa-loan, no? Ang mga loan sharks nato. Katong mga naga-encourage pod nga magpa-loan sa ilaha. So sila pod ang naga-violate for because we believe nga government kanang ownership manggod ang cash card. So kung unsa ang ilahang buhaton sa mga beneficiaries, they are also doing it to the government. So the interest nga ginapataw nila. So gina-encourage gyud namo ang tanan ng mga local government units. Actually, this is not just in Lupon. And we are happy that Oriental has already rolled na in the resolutions, ordinances, and even the municipal kanang pronouncements. So we are also working with other local government units to follow na din po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcel. And we have a question online, Iris.
This is for Ma'am Christina. What key conversations or collaborations do you hope to come out of the To Go Business Forum series?
Definitely, we would want to all the business community to make use of the routes. That's the key results that we wanted to achieve during the forum.
Okay, any more questions? No more? So I just want
Ma'am?
to...
Ma'am,
Yes, yes.
may add lang ako doon kay Mama Sel. Ang pinaka-purpose po na we promote this ang mga city ordinance, municipal ordinance on pawning the cash card pa is not just to punish the beneficiaries, but to really protect them. So, and to make them aware na naay accountability, naapoy consequences ang ilahang pag-pwn sa cash card. That is really ultimately the reason. And this will also give them awareness nga dili pwedeng ang beneficiary magbayad dito sa loan sharks. So kasi this will be ma-misuse na ang grants na intended for them. Instead of using it to its purpose, nagbayad na lang sila dito sa interest sa ilahang ginautangan. So that's it, no. But honestly, we would like to also inform the public that for the past 3 years that we have been monitoring this misbehavior cases, naga-reduce gyud ang incident because the beneficiaries have witnessed nga naay mga beneficiaries nga natanggal na gyud sa program. So sila mismo mahadlok na gyud sila, and what we do also in the DSWD is part of our how we safeguard this act is nagakandak mi og mga surprise visit sa mga beneficiaries, unannounced, and dili na siya through the family development session kay kabaw na silang during family development session i-check man gyud na, that's an SOP. So ginapakita gyud na dito during the family development session ang cash card. So napoy mga arrangement ng atong mga beneficiaries nga usahay kuhaon lang dito sa loan shark unya ipakita dito sa family development session, but this time lahi na pod ang approach nato, we innovate in terms of our approach. So dito na gyud mi sa balay sa beneficiary naga-check, dito na makita kung naa ba gyud. So within 5 minutes kung dili pa ganit nila ma-produce ang ilahang cash card, we immediately release or issue a warning letter. So balikan na mo na siya after a week, and then after a week dapat naan na tong available so that dili na siya mag-second offense. And then hopefully dili gyud sila matangtang tungod ana nga violation. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Second round, Dennis. Okay.
Nindot ni nga issue ba about anang 4-piece, ma'am. So, appeal ba ang mga nagpa-loan shark sa inyong investigasyon? Kay mas maayo po na inyong ginabuhat para mutagampod. Kay kabalubay ka ng Pilipino og sa kuan I hope nga dili magkuan nga mao pay pautangon nimo, ikaw pay sad-an. Ikaw pay mapriso. O nang tambag nako sa kusog magpautang ayon na magpautang. Kay para wa na lay samok kay ug moabot ka korte, ikaw pay makasabaan sa judge or sa abogado, nya abogado ray makakwarta. Anyway, Ma'am Margie, inyo bang gi-warningan pod ang nagapa-loan shark?
Sir, sa tinuod lang, wala gyud jurisdiction si DSWD sa ilaha. Kaya we connect with the local government unit. So si DSWD with LGU, sila ang mag-remind atong ilahang mga constituents nga nagapautang. But si DSWD, our responsibility is a beneficiary. So
Okay.
so far sir, wala mi naga-encroach ana nga area gyud kay kana pod gusto pod namong proteksyonan ang ato ang mga field personnel. Kay kung didto manggod mo ang atong mga field personnel, wala man sila'y parang connect dito sa mga loan sharks. Pero actually, naay mga cases nga tungod naa lang sila sa isa ka community, maistoryahan gyud ang loan shark pero dili gyud na maminaw sa amo.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, sa atong mga IPs, are most of them IPs, ang mga beneficiaries?
In Davao region kasi daghan taog IPs no
Okay.
nga dili lang beneficiary kun dili our population is densely ano man with IP, so part of Davao del Norte, even Davao City. So daghan pud tag mga beneficiaries na four-piece beneficiaries, so are IPs talaga, sir.
I see. Lastly, kuha naman diri ko ka Ma'am Cristina Alconcel. Papabaya yung ko kasakay ano ilang barko Ma'am Cristina.
Yes, sir.
Naabay ubang mga kanang negosyante ba nga nailan nimo nga dato pero siguro curious lang nga gusto silang musakay og barko. Naka-inganyo ba tungod sa nindot nga facilities, nindot nga aura sa barko mo nang ang kuan pod daghang pong gasakay na nga mga ilado mga tao?
Sir, different kind of accommodation.
Okay.
So we have mga suites to cater for that. Actually, they have a special parang floor na only for the those kind. Pero it's not intended lang, sir, sa rich, ha? I mean,
good for two, ma'am, no? Good for two.
Na po. And they have jacuzzi. Those rooms has jacuzzi
okay.
talaga. So, ayun. Even for those honeymooners, so not just for the rich and famous, but those who also want to avail of that kind of accommodation. There is, sir.
Lastly, Ma'am Marilyn, kadayot lang ha. Kaning nabay time nga katong good fortune nya nasipyat ang nag-book ato nga dili magkaila nya duha ra sila dito nya di magkaila kay usually nga atong tan-aw siyempre kung dili mag-uyab mag-asawa di ba ana nabay na
So
hitabo
wala ako naka-personally na witness.
Basig na mangingana ba nga problema pod kabalo ba kas customer no kay mo ingon ba customer is always right.
They wanna be
Dili
right.
gyud mo ingon left, right,
Right
na always. Pero depende po
Wala
sa
pa
customer.
ko, sir,
Wala pa.
na witness.
So, ma'am, again, thank you very much in advance.
But may na-witness ko na mga senior citizen na couple na they got nothing to do na. So, they want to experience the travel on their own as a couple. So,
How sweet,
I mentioned earlier parang if you have parents who you want to treat
Yeah.
na maglaglaag ba on board. So, please consider
I see.
treating
Thank you
them.
very much, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Okay, so for those seniors siguro or those who cannot really go on a cruise, I heard it is very big. Ang ship kuno sa cruise dili maabot og pila ka kilometro baktason. So maybe the to-go ships are good for these individuals who would like to go on a cruise pero dili kaayo dako ang barko. So dili kaayo makapuyan. So it's nice to go around the islands also for just having a cruise. So naa ba mo'y like going around the islands nga cruise dili lang for commercial purposes?
We actually promote the isla-islahin natin ang Pilipinas. So let's visit the different islands of the Philippines. That's basically our encouragement or motivation to every Filipino to please see the different islands via to go. So there are packages po and there are routes major routes, basically of Visayas and Mindanao, that we can visit via to go.
Uh-huh. So it's like an island hopping
Island hopping.
cruise. Uh-huh. Not only for Davao City, but
Not
for
just
the...
for business, but of course for tourists. In fact, we encourage the backpackers to also make use of the to-go accommodations. There are rooms that can hold about 10 backpackers in just one area. So, yun. So, let's
for a
travel
group
more.
tour.
Group
That's a
tour.
group
Group tour, ma'am. Thank you po.
So that's very nice to know. So mga pila ka islands kaya ang masuroy ana?
Depending on the routes po that the particular vessel can actually visit.
Okay, I'd like to know also from the SWD, do you have personnel, barangay health workers, and a personnel from the SWD sa barangay, every barangay. So, what do you expect from this the SWD or CSSDO ba ang assigned for the barangays?
Ma'am, for DSWD, we have assigned city links or municipal links po assigned in each barangay covered with 4-piece beneficiaries. So we assign field workers in the barangay to serve our 4-piece beneficiaries po. Lahi po tong sa CSWDO.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
But they actually naga-partner gyud ang CSWDO og ang atong mga 4-piece staff.
I see. Okay, I think we have exhausted our questions, and we just like to remind Irish our celebration for Araw ng Davao. I think City Hall 100 years anniversary. They have a show at night. Is that 3D? 3D show, light show.
Yes, they also mentioned that in one of their guestings here that they'll be celebrating their 100th year, so they have an activity also for that. And then it's a holiday on Monday, March 16, for the Araw ng Davao celebration.
Yes, I think there will be parade, and we have a mutya already, I think.
So for the schedule, let's look for it at the city government's official Facebook page.
Facebook, yes. I think it's time for us to listen to the brief closing statements of our guests. We'd like to hear from Ms. Margie.
So aside from celebrating Women's Month, Araw ng Davao, and what else? We are also actually celebrating Social Work Month. No, that's March 8 actually. So social workers in the Philippines are being celebrated and recognized for our continuous service to the marginalized sector. I myself is also a social worker, and for this celebration, for our 75th year anniversary, we would like to thank our public, not just the DSWD, being more grateful in terms of our partnership, and the beneficiaries who has been very participative, and gusto gyud nato na dili lang sila magpadayon nga mangayo og assistance sa government, but they themselves will be contributors in nation building. So we would like to see beneficiaries who are more proactive, empowered to be part of the solution more than just being part of the recipients to the services of the government. And for the Pantawid, because most of the questions naman are aligned with Pantawid, we would like to also highlight that more than the loans or more than the cash card pawning, we would like to also promote that in 4Ps we have already thousands of lives being transformed through the program. So through the different services availed by our beneficiaries, na ay mga beneficiaries na nga nahimo na silang self-sufficient, and they will be transitioning na out of the program. So in 2025 alone, we have around 24,000 beneficiaries who are already self-sufficient. And with that is a display of the government services, not just with the DSWD, but through the different agencies who have been instrumental in making that possible.
Thank you very much. And now from Miss Michelle Franca.
Okay, so for lastly, no, gusto namin magpasalamat for the invitation, the partnership with Minda, Sir Francis, the Wednesday Media Forum, ma'am. Thank you for inviting the SWD. Again, no, for the SWD is continuously doing its improvement sa lahat ng service delivery natin. And for the information, sa information dissemination naman natin, hindi lang po 4Ps, CDSWD, no? We also have different programs and services. So, ako na lang pasadahan, no? Sa social protection po natin, we have the community-based services, no? Who offers technical and referral na mga serbisyo para sa marginalized sector. We cover women, children, persons with disabilities, elderly, we have for the IPs, for the homeless, no? And of course, even our persons living with HIV, no? So we have that services under the community-based services. And of course, we have the center-based, no? We have our 5 centers and residential care facilities who houses po, nag-house po sila ng mga children with special needs, elderly who were abandoned, abused, neglected. Meron din po tayong 0 to 6 years old na children. Andyan po sa ating RSC Senior SPMC. Ito po yung mga foundlings natin, no? Yung mga babies na nakita. Yun, no? We can, the SWD houses these vulnerable na mga abused and neglected natin ng mga sectors. And of course, we have also the assistance to individuals in crisis situations. Hindi lang po ito para sa mga mahihirap. Doon po sa cover po ng AICS natin ang lahat po ng nasa crisis situations. Tulad ng mga disaster-stricken families, no? Anybody po, lahat naman tayo nagkakasakit. We need medical assistance, burial, food, financial assistance. Andyan po ang ating AICS. And of course, we also have our innovations division. So we have our Pag-abot program, one of the bagong programa po ng bagong administrasyon. So this one is para po naman sa ating mga individuals and families in street situations. Yung mga street dwellers po natin. So pinapauwi po natin sila, nire-reintegrate. We give them sustainable livelihood. We, depende po sa assessment, we also give them bahay, no? May pabahay din. So meron din po tayong social technology for solo parents, no? This is for adoption ng ating LGU. We have also the Project Aruga for the children with special needs naman. Ito, nasa pilot po tayo na sa Santa Cruz naman ito ng Davao del Sur. We also have the SHIELD natin. SHIELD is for child labor naman, no? To protect children, no? Na imbes na mag-eskwela, nasa pagpanarbaho. And of course, the developmental naman na hatid natin sa ating mga promotive programs. And together with Pantawid, we also have Kalahi Seeds, who is also, nagsistart po tayo ng bagong Kalahi Seeds ngayon. It's called PCRP, no? So of course, our media partners are promoting na the PCRP, no? So, puhon-puhon, this is about resiliency projects na directed to communities who need different projects and programs or kahit infrastructure. No? So, of course, ang atong sustainable livelihood program. So, also, the SWD is highlighting its digitalization efforts, no? So, puhon-puhon, no? To everyone gusto mag-travel, for minors traveling abroad, digitalized na po siya, no? For the information of everyone, nasa page na po natin siya. You don't have to visit DSWD for the minors traveling abroad. So, para po ito sa mga minors natin na hindi kasama yung parents nila when they go abroad. Yan. And of course, different pa na mga digital services, no? For the SWADAS, licensing, and kahit nga po yung donation portal natin, the Kaagapay portal is through digital links na. So, madami na pong breakthroughs and milestones si DSWD, and this won't happen po, hindi po mangyayari ito kung wala kayo, our partners and stakeholders, and of course, our general public. So again, thank you. You are part of the 75 years of breakthroughs and milestones of DSWD. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that very informative closing statement. I'm sure a lot of our media friends will also be able to be accommodated for ambush interviews after the forum. And so we'd like to hear from Miss Christina.
Thank you, media friends, and of course, our partners in Mindanao Development Authority. Thank you. You've been so helpful to us to connect not just to the business sector, but of course to the entire Mindanao region in terms of promoting the linkages of To-Go, to help also with the infrastructure that we are trying to do, no, to benefit the entire region. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. And of course, we remind everyone that the MTE, Mindanao Trade Expo, will be opening at 1 o'clock this afternoon for everybody to look and see and for the coverage of our media friends. Thank you very much. Here's Iris.
Before my thank yous, I would also like to invite everyone. Also, we featured them last week in last week's episode with Ma'am Bibi Montemayor and DTI, the Women Strong Network Hybrid Trade Fair, which will also push from March 12 to 14, 2026 here in Davao City. So, madaming trade fairs. So with that, on behalf of the Mindanao Development Authority, headed by our chairperson, Secretary Lea Teresa Magno, I would like to thank our guests, of course, Ms. Tina, Ma'am Margie, and Ms. Michelle. Thank you so much for sharing your different programs and services to us. All the best on your upcoming events at To-Go Business Series, and of course, the different activities for the 75th founding anniversary of the DSWD. Thank you very much. Thank you to our facilitator, Ms. Marilyn Roque. Thank you to our media friends present here today, our media friends monitoring online, our online viewers in our Minda Facebook page. Thank you to our partners, Ayala Malls, Abriza, and Habi at Cape. Thank you very much, everyone. See you again next week. Thank you.